So after last week's episode, I really got to wonder just how much of a show, with his own name in the title, mind you, is Steven Seagal actually in. And today's episode is absolutely bananas in that statistic. It's the episode where they didn't have any new story, but they needed to provide 13 episodes for it to be technically called a season. So this is what we get. Let's go watch them do nothing, because this is Redeye Reviews. You all are the lucky ones, because I had to sit through the full 43 minutes of this garbage, and now I'm at least 67 minutes older for it. But we start with a flashback. We're showing all the actors that managed to escape this hellhole of a show by getting killed off. They show Sarah attempting to die, but she doesn't. Yeah, we all remember Seagal nursed her back to life with dumpster water runoff that he claimed to be tea.
Oh, that tastes like crap.
That's because I made it.
So Sarah attempts to get killed off the show again, getting in a big fight, but then once again, the human version of a double wrap Chipotle burrito saves her. Also, if you don't know what a double wrap burrito is, it's 2 tortillas, okay? Because the contents of said burrito were too much for a single tortilla, and they have caused it to explode. So Chipotle solves this problem by wrapping another 500 calories around it and calling it food.
You better come with me.
Okay.
So the gang gathers. The Russian girl is apparently on the team now. But there's no questions are asked about that. We all just seem to be kind of cool with it. One of our guys rolls in and he's like, I'm hurt too. Yeah, well, are we just a bunch of beat up friends forming lifelong bonds and such?
You and Johnny are going to have to deal with Lynch until we get sorted out here.
Seagal finally arrives and, just in time to watch the guy carefully balance a non-adhesive bandage on his shoulder to stop the bleeding. Careful. Don't move too much. It's going to fall off. Then, more flashback.
Betty.
And we're good. We're good. We don't need to see any more of this. The first piece of real plot happens 14 minutes into the episode, where we learn one of the now 2 nukes is damaged. So, this is code for the prop department. Only made one of these things, and they didn't get paid enough to make a second one.
You're Russian? Is that what I think it is?
The electronics sit right behind that plate, so there's a very good chance the nuke's out of commission.
And now we get more flashbacks, which I'm going to skip for you guys. But just know that I watched all of it, and to sum it up, it goes, nukes. They're bad. There you go. I saved you like 10 minutes. We cut to the only person on the team currently not sitting in the same room.
Where's Castillo?
Yeah, he's here.
And yes, I looked this license plate up, and no, it is not real. All I could find is that in East Orange, New Jersey, a 159-62D is the code that allows the city to fine you if you don't clear the snow off your sidewalk within 4 hours of daylight. Don't know how that affects us. That just means that East Orange, New Jersey can go flip itself. But he informs the group of the less exciting 159-62D, and the squad's like, all right, who would like to go help? And Seagal says,
Just calm down, man. Appreciate your enthusiasm, but unfortunately, cousin, I got stuff to do here that just won't wait.
Yeah, I would. I really would, but I put lasagna in the oven. And, we all know that these things take like an hour to bake. And then there's like 15 minutes to cool them down. So my night is booked solid, you guys.
So somebody else has to go. They get in some fights. This guy gets defeated by pallets of wood, which that's been a running theme in itself in the show, but that's another video. A long story short, they find like half of the nuke. I guess nukes can be taken apart, which that's news to me. I'll be honest, I kind of drifted off for a few minutes at this point. But the gang meets back up again in the same room that they were in before. I don't think they leave this room the whole episode. I'll be honest. I think they're here the entire time. Oh, and that important stuff that Seagal had to do? He had to go look up that fake Russian and give us some flashbacks. Which, firstly, this page it's so good. I particularly like build slender. That's a good one. And complexion normal. Our man really is a very average dude. Then as far as flashbacks go, I think we get my favorite set brought to you by Seagal. Because they start like any set of flashbacks would, with just normal footage. And then over time, it morphs into a series of just cool shit that Seagal did.
Hey, man, I am so awesome.
Sarah, I want you to see if you can go
The next 10 minutes, we just ask, who's this ghost guy? Who is he? And how come all these people we kill never wind up being him? It's crazy.
So because of the ghost, we've been using a lot of cutouts and
So this whole time we've been cleaning up for the ghost, eliminating his cutout men for him?
we've even cut out our cutout men, which is what we've had to do for our own security.
Oh, and then it gets really spicy because they already flashed back through every episode this season. So, what are we going to do at this point? Well, we're going to flash back the last season. Yeah.
So what was the first piece?
Yeah.
Careful, folks. This is uncharted waters for a TV show. We really are off the deep end now. They could flash back to other TV shows. We don't know.
So the attack on the SIU.
Time to clip his wings, Razor.
Roger. Launching turbo blades.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure Seagal has left for the day because they all continue to talk like a group and they're all just acting as if Seagal is totally standing there as well. But I'll just give you a taste of the garbage fire that I had to sit through today, okay? They know the show made no sense. But it doesn't have to make sense if you give them a 10-minute long scene of your characters just telling the audience all the deep and complex stuff you thought the show was about.
Well, that's why Marcus betrayed Kane. Even Kane had to be cut out.
Refined plutonium has its own signature.
To kill Snow, remove the lightning device and make sure that the bombs are accessible.
And I destroyed it. That's why Lynch left it behind.
But he took the arming device.
Look at how smart our writers are. God, we made a good show.
As long as he does, he'll stay and play, which is what we want and what we need.
Then it ends with them all gearing up to fight the bad guys with like 30 seconds, if I had to guess, of some like Avengers Assemble slow motion walking. And now that we've already reached the end, I got to thinking just how much of this episode was newly recorded footage and how much was flashbacks from previous stuff. And get this, there was 15 freaking minutes of flashbacks. That means 28 minutes of new footage for a 43-minute show. That in and of itself is nuts. But now, the obvious next question is just how much of that new footage had Seagal in it? Well, would you believe me if I said less than 3? And I wish I was making this up, but I basically went frame by frame to try to give our man as much credit as possible. And I came up with 2 minutes and 58 seconds of Seagal on screen. But I did not stop there. I went deeper because a solid 2 minutes and 8 seconds of that, he's only in frame with himself. And that means he 100% filmed these scenes with a skeleton crew and no other actors on set. Which leaves us a solid 52 seconds of our 43-minute episode where he is with the other cast members. So Steve was probably on set for like maybe an hour. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Hour plus 30 minutes to eat whatever catering brought in for the crew that day. But I will call it an hour. Are you surprised? Well, if you are, you haven't really been paying attention to these videos. And on that note, let's head on over to Redeye Reacts.
She's gonna help me. I brought her in. Work on this here nasty nuclear stuff together.
Just a stab wound.
Well, there you go. It's just a stab wound.
You know, it'd be really genteel of you if you stopped poaching my operators.
Hold on, what about Sims? Did he make it? Is he okay?
He's got a hole in him and he's leaking a bit, but I think most of his major parts are still working.
You just stay here, hold the fort.
Let's just calm down, man. Appreciate your enthusiasm. However,
I got stabbed a little.
well, y'all know very well what a cutout man is, right?
Cutout.
A lot of cutouts.
Cut out, cut out.
Cut out.
He gets cut out too. Cut out men.
We've even cut out our cutout men, which is what we've had to do for our own security. Keep going to the next level, higher and higher. So it's a good thing that I killed him when I did.
That is it. And I'm not going to lie. My first taste of jealousy against our ham and cheese hot pocket has arrived. His name is in the title of the show that he appeared in 7% of. How do I get that job? It's a sad, sad world. Maybe I should just make videos of me playing Minecraft or giving fake homeless people money. I don't know. It seems to be where all the cash is at these days. But on that depressing note, thank you so much. Thank you to the patrons. All of you guys are great. You've been with me through the whole Seagal ride, and it continues. There's like 2 more episodes of the show until we can finally take Advil again. If you want to join the Patreon and support the channel, I have a link down below to do so. I have a Discord channel down below and a merch store link down there. I will see you all next time, and until then, stay happy and stay healthy.
Cut out. A lot of cutouts.
Cut out, cut out.
Cut out.
He gets cut out too. Cut out men.
We've even cut out our cutout men.